All right, welcome, folks. Our first member event of the year. Nice to meet you all, especially those that I haven't met yet. I'm Kevin Russell. I'm the Puget Sound Chapter's Director of Programming, here to kick things off for everyone today. We are aligned with the new shiny, fancy ATD capability model. If you haven't taken a look at this, it's actually really nice. This is probably ATD's, I think, third iteration of their capability model. And to me, it's probably one of the best designed. As you can see here, they've broken it into three main categories: personal, professional, and organizational capabilities, with sort of subspecialties and proficiencies underneath that. Checking out the model on the website, you can kind of rate yourself in every one of these items, giving a real clear picture of kind of your strengths, some of your challenges, and now they've implemented a way to create a development plan alongside this model. Today's session is definitely in the professional capability. As you can see, it hits a number of these subsections, particularly instructional design and technology application. Each one of our member events is really pegged to one of the capability areas, and we try to hit all three major sections within every quarter. So let's get professionally capable. What do you say? Here to help us do that is Mike Parkinson. This is his bio. He's just he's a great guy. He's been doing what he's going to help show us how to do for a long time. He's one of, I love this, 36 PowerPoint MVPs. You have a better chance of becoming a Division I head coach in a sport than you do a PowerPoint MVP. So there's 36 of them. He's one of them. How lucky are we? Mike, welcome. We really appreciate your time. Thanks so much. So why don't you come off mute and show us what the heck to do?
Awesome, man. Yeah, lucky. You're so lucky you're stuck with me. And look at that haircut. Look at my haircut then. This is post-COVID. That was pre-COVID. All right, I am going to share my desktop. Here's the deal. This is a conversation. This is one of the smallest audiences I've ever had. So Kevin is going to help me navigate through chat window questions, anything like that. If you have a question, just ask. Don't wait till the end, and you can wait till the end, but that would be my preference. I'm going to share my screen right now. Okay, number one, what is the one thing that I've been using most since I've switched over to virtual presenting and keynoting and workshops and so forth? The first thing I'm going to do is the pen tool. So if I'm presenting, one of my functions is a pen tool, which appears in the lower left corner. I can click on it, I can select my color, and then once I choose pen, I can begin to draw stuff. And it seems so rudimentary and silly. However, it draws people's attention to things that you want to talk about. And it also changes the screen frequently. I've heard a lot of statistics out there. The rule of thumb is when you're presenting virtually, people want to see things change somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 30 seconds. So that makes it challenging because you don't have to make that many slides. So one of the things I do is I'm able to draw or write on the slides to keep people's interest. We are now so programmed to expect things to change so fast on a screen, thanks to the way which we edit TV shows. There's another quote unquote pen tool within PowerPoint. This is an amazing tool that helps when you're presenting. So when I'm presenting, it looks like I'm actually drawing something on the screen when I'm not. So I'm going to show you, this is an example of a presentation I'm about ready to give at a sales conference. And this is for training for sales professionals. And it looks like I'm writing stuff when I've already written it and animated it. So I've already written it, I've animated it, and then what I do is I present it to the audience as if I'm writing it, because you saw how rudimentary the other pen tool was. But this gives me the opportunity on a per click basis to walk people through a scenario, and it looks like I'm drawing it on a whiteboard or something like that. Very valuable tool, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. So I'm going to walk you through, showing you that I'm building out my story. I'm telling everybody, I'm not revealing things early. Here's a secret that all great facilitators use in virtual presentations. Use curiosity. Because if my audience stays curious, they're not going to turn their attention to something else. The human brain loves safe surprises. Always give people safe surprises. Doing something different is critically important. So how am I doing this? Super duper easy. So if I create a new slide and I go to my draw tab, if you have new PowerPoint, that's one of your options. You can add the draw tab by customizing your ribbon. If you have any questions about customizing ribbon or anything like that, you can ask me, or you can Google it or Bing it. That's the best way to do it. So in here, I will draw something. I'm going to write something. I have all kinds of functions. Like I am going to write, let's say, Bethany. I'm going to write Bethany. Here we go. B-E-T-H. Big letters, big giant letters. Bethany, cool, done. Super easy peasy. So the next thing I'm going to do is on my slide, I'm going to group these because they're now vector elements, and we'll talk about vector elements in a second. Then I'm going to go to my animation tab and I'm going to choose replay. What replay does is it allows you to replay the writing or the drawing that you just did. So then it looks like you're writing on the slide, but you've already prefabricated everything. It makes life so much easier. So now I don't have to worry about my hand rendering skills or my drawing skills, or if there's going to be a hiccup, because it's already done. And it plays back as if it was any standard animation. Any questions about that? Put it in the chat, or let Kevin know and we'll move forward. Number 2, quizzes. Fantastic, easy way. We're going to talk about this in a second, but people don't want to see the same stuff that everybody else does. We automatically devalue something that looks easy to make. So what I like to do is I create quizzes very easily. And all I did was I went to one of the tools I'm going to give you, downloaded an image in the background and put some text on the slide. And then I made the text clickable. So I'm asking you right now, go ahead and type into chat, which of the following is toxic to humans? A, B, C, or D? What do you think? Take a stab in the dark. And then Kevin, you tell me what we're getting the most of.
Ooh, an awful lot of A's. We have some C's sprinkled in there. A lot of people are very skeptical of cherry pits, but celery leaves don't seem to be trusted either. Someone correctly said poison. So there's a guess.
It's true. Yeah, that's right. It's true, the image of poison. So if a user, let's say, says C, you click on C and it says, nope, that's not right, try again. Click on the go back button and I go back to this and I clicked on cherry pits. Son of a gun, you were right. It was cherry pits. They are poisonous to human beings. How did I make this? Super duper easy. So I created a slide with one image on it. I drew the little picture of the skull and crossbones. We now know how to do that and animate that. Super easy, super fast. Put the text in. The next thing I need to do is I need to make these little bits of text clickable. I needed to go to another slide that I pre-created. So I created the wrong slide and I pre-created the right slide, meaning you got the answer wrong. I made this already. All it is the same image, but I went to picture format and under corrections, I changed it to black and white, or color, I changed it to black and white. And then of course we have the right slide and I drew the little drawing and I said, yep, you're right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the text and I am going to go to my insert tab and I'm going to choose action. And I'm going to be able to choose where that slide goes when I click on it. So insert action, and it allows me to pick the slide, a custom show, the next slide, the first slide, and so forth. I do that for each one of these. So each one that's wrong goes to this slide. Each one, and the one that's right goes to this slide. The one that's wrong, I also need a go back button. So I simply created a go back button. Under action, I said go to the previous slide when you click on it. Any questions about this at all?